Now I author more than 10 books. And again, I will introduce myself. I'm Sana. Nice to see familiar faces and faces I love already from our academy, and new faces also. I'm from Ukraine. I'm creative mind coach and intuitive life coach, graduate from the academy. And I don't like to say single, I'm solo mother, and I'm new immigrant in the USA, and I'm very grateful for this country that gives me the opportunity to be creative, to create what I want. And for sure, I'm very grateful to Katya for this space, and for her message 3.5 years ago to that she invited me to her program, and it's changed a lot. It changed maybe all my life. That is why it was really a strange message, but it was very transforming. So I was born in the Soviet Union. I lived in Ukraine most of my life, and to be honest, maybe I first time speak about this story, but again, as I prepared you to speak about books I wrote already and help to write my clients, I think I can start to share my real story about my childhood and about thoughts, about feelings. And yeah, I was born in Soviet Union in the family where nobody even love each other and take care and even say how are you. That is why it was like tradition in Soviet Union to keep like this. But from 15 years, maybe for 35, I was thinking about suicide all the time. Then my daughter was born, and it was a miracle, and it changed my life. And I was trying to find the way how I can live another life, because I didn't see future in my country. I didn't see future in my city. I didn't see future in the way I lived, because to be honest, if you met me before, you will not recognize me, because I lived each day like the last one. So I like burned my life and didn't know how to live, how to walk, how to be a good person. And now I'm the author, and I creative mind coach. I help people to transform their lives, and because I know for now, for many years, I love life as much as I wanted to die before. That is why I think I can share what I feel, and it is most important maybe to people that thinks that, oh, everything is bad, the life is end. No, nothing. And you can start from the scratch in any age, in any country, in different situations. So that was my short story about what pushed me. And I wanted to tell that what helped me to go through this, not only like my daughter or programs of transformation. I wrote poems. Like every day, a lot of poems from my 12 years till 30, and this is the only thing I brought to the USA. These my poems. I wrote all my childhood and youth. And last month, it is my therapy. It was my therapist, my psychology, and my coach. And last month, I translated some of them into English. And after 30 years of silence, I created this book. And that is why I know how creativity can help to heal. But today, most of you are coaches, and we will speak how books can help you to grow your business. Because my first book was about real estate. I was working as a real estate agent for 11 years in Ukraine, and I knew that I will change my life a lot, and I didn't want to lose my experience. For 11 years in Ukraine is not the same as the years, but it's still interesting area to help people to buy flats, to sell flats, and I was working on this book for 2 years. For sure it's in Ukrainian, and it was in Russian, but a few years ago it was very difficult in each country to create and to write a book to publish, because we don't have tools what we have now. But it took me 2 years and a few thousands of dollars, because it was a really expensive thing. And this book changed a lot of lives. Some people bought and sell their apartments. Some people become real estate agents. And this book helped me to find new clients. So that is why I believe when I wrote and it was sold good, I see that I can share the way I share my stories. People like it, and they believe me. And this book became like my calling card in real estate area in Kiev, in Ukraine. And many real estate agents after me started to write their books. So it was like a challenge, and I was happy that I inspired them to do this. And my first novel, many people, some people here know this. This book, this is my first novel, and I wrote it. It was a joke during peer coaching in Academy of Creativity I studied in. It was, what if I will go like creative mind coach to the expedition to Mars? And from this joke, it was born this idea. And it's not about Mars, it's about the transformation, about women, about her feelings, how women want to like not to be lost in this planet of love. And it was dedicated to my daughter. I wanted to share my experience. It's autobiographic book. Many stories from my life, from my relationships with people, with men, and my thoughts about it. What I couldn't tell her like face to face, I put it in the book, and it was a little bit shocked to her when she read it, but I'm happy I did. And now I'm focused. Why I tell you this? I tell you not like, oh, I'm fancy. No, I'm. When I started to work as creative mind coach with my clients, I understood that most of people have inside a lot of stories that they can share. Not just to become like a famous author, but for somebody it can be therapy. For other person it could be like calling cards to business, like a bridge between you and your audience. Because we always, it's difficult to understand sometimes where to find your audience. But when you put your thoughts in the book, people will read it, and maybe you will find new clients too. So I talk a lot sometimes, and I want you to introduce a little yourself. It's interesting what brought you to this class, and what are you interested in this topic, to know how I can help you. And I will share in the chat the PDF option of a book we will speak about. So let's go around and introduce yourselves. Katya already introduced. Kathy, Kathy, you are muted.
You hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, hi. Thank you for having me. I live in Florida.
Welcome from Florida. What is your intention here? What inspire you? Oh,
That's pretty good. Whoops. Oh my God. Where'd you go? There you go. Sorry. I started 2 books. I started 2 books, and
great.
so anything that makes me get excited about doing more of my books, I want to do. So that's why I'm doing this. I'm not a coach. I'm a veterinarian.
It's okay. We're not all coaches. They're not all just coaches, but again, I told most of them, great, you started. I hope you will finish, and maybe you'll find some useful information today. Thank you for coming. Vanessa?
Yes, I'm Vanessa. I'm also in Florida, Jacksonville, Florida. It was just an interesting topic to me, and like I shared with you through email, I think even if it was a book that was for my family, if it just stopped there, I think that would be a great thing to leave.
Yeah, agree. I fully agree with you. And thank you for sharing and answering. You're welcome. Anne?
I thought you were going to get yeah, my name's Jan, and I'm from Chicago. So I'm really interested. I used to write when I was really young, and I stopped writing. Little poems, they weren't that good, but I really enjoyed it. And I thought, well, I probably have that underneath me. It might be worth checking it.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Jen, for coming. Anne Johnson.
Hi there. I'm coming from the Phoenix area, and I'm a new coach, and I'm just I definitely have some interesting stories to tell, and so I thought I'd come here to find out the best way to do that.
Oh, welcome. And I know you have a lot of stories you can share, so maybe we'll read soon your book too.
Yes, I hope so. Thank you.
Okay. Michael?
Hi, my name is Michael. I live in Sedona, Arizona. I'm a recent graduate of Yale. And the idea of writing my story, especially for me, my passion is neurodivergence, and just really be able to tell my story, my journey being on the neurodivergent, being neurodivergent and be able to share my story. Writing my own book has been something I've really been on my heart for many, many years. So this is something that I'm very passionate about, and so I appreciate you doing this masterclass.
Great. I told you we have very talented people, and each of us has story to share. Thank you for coming, Tara.
Hi everyone, my name is Tere. I am from Puerto Rico. I am a neurologist and a life coach, a certified life and health coach, and I was pretty interested in what you had to say and how you present your book and all your story.
No, thank you, Tara, for coming. Then I know you are not planning to write a book, but maybe after this class you will.
Yes. Thank you for hosting us, Sana. My name is Dan Pfister, and I am an intuitive life coach for high achievers who are making big changes. And like Sana mentioned, I honestly don't have interest in writing a book, but I'm very open-minded, and I also have a lot of respect and appreciation and admiration for Sana. So here I am.
Yeah. Thank you for your support, and thank you for coming. Jim.
Hi, I'm Jim Larkin. I'm in the San Francisco Bay Area in Redwood City. I am in the current class G11 for the LK program. And as you said, Son, I think we all have a story, and it's intriguing to think about writing it. I haven't really thought I would, but maybe someday a short story anyway.
I know it will be a very interesting story. So I will be happy if I will inspire you to write the book.
All right.
Yeah, it is the goal of today's class to inspire all of you. Thank you, Jim. Kimberly,
Hello, Sana.
hello.
I'm Kimberly. I'm currently in Minnesota, at least till October when it starts getting cold. I am actually in the final parts of my first of 4 books, and I'm here supporting you, Sana. And Sana is a great accountability person for me as well, because she really lit the fire and helped me really get going with the publishing aspect of the book. But I'm in my about 2/3 done of editing my first book. So I'm here to find out more
We're
from you.
waiting for it. We're waiting for it.
Yes,
Yes.
the world needs it.
Yes, yes. Thank you for coming. And again, we're
Oh,
waiting for your book. Thank you.
yes, of
Marita,
course.
Hi, Sana. Thank you for sharing your story with us. My name is Marita. I live in Virginia. And the reason I'm here is because, as everybody has said, most of you, everybody has a story to tell. And my kids usually tell me that because I have lived in so many countries and I have been able to be exposed to different cultures and religions, that I should write a book. So I was just, when you send a message, I was like, well, why not? Let's check it out and see if something, inspires me to start writing.
I tell always not why not, why yes.
Yeah.
Let's start, Marita.
All
And
right. Thank you, Sana.
yeah. Nura, hello. Okay,
Hey,
Nura.
unmute. Can you hear me now?
Yes, Nura?
I published some 10 years ago. I'm on Amazon. And the writing of a book is more inspirational, and I think it's a calling. Anyway, I did publish, and they have been bothering me. I get about 4 publishers a week asking me, because digital publishing is out now, and so it's a big, huge thing now. To write a book. Back in the day, it would cost you 2,000 or 3,000 to get a book printed, and now I published a book for my grandson last year, and it only cost me $500. And he has mental illness, and he wrote it in schizophrenia, so he did a great book. So I came on tonight because not many people talk about writing a book, but I think Emerson and all those great people left a legacy, and you leave grandchildren and you leave houses, but if you leave a book, you left a legacy.
Yeah, I fully agree. And I will share in the end of our meeting about my story with my mom, because she's far from us with my daughter, and my daughter doesn't know a lot of about my family. And my mother like make audio messages. I created a plan, and now I'm creating a book about our family. And I think it's very good for legacy for future and for future kids and grandkids. So I understand. Thank you for sharing, and thank you for coming. Okay. Nora, I can see Dawn Distin. Hello.
Hi, I'm sorry. I've been traveling and I'm just getting home.
But thank you for coming.
Yes. I am fixing to write my first book, and I happened to be on Eventbrite looking for something else, and it caught my eye real quick, and I was like, this is on my heart list to do. And so I just joined out of curiosity and tried to, squeeze one more little thing in my day today.
Oh, great, great.
So I'm not really sure exactly what I've got myself into because I haven't had a chance to look into the group and see what it's about. But something about it caught my interest, and so I am here to just to see where this leads me. And I'm curious, and I'm excited and open to learn.
Thank you for coming. And yes, you're in the right place. We'll have in a few minutes some exercise, and it maybe will become some seeds for your future books. So
Thank
thank you. Yeah, thank you for coming, Tatiana.
Yes. Hi, my name is Tatiana. I'm very curious about the topic, generally about the writing, not only big book, like writing some short for social media to promote my services and all these things. And for me, it's very interesting.
Great, yeah. You shouldn't write like a big book. It could be like workbook or something like guide or
Yeah. Something like that. I mean, starting from something short to help to advertise my services. I think it could be great.
Looks like a plan, Tatiana. Welcome.
Thanks.
Hi, Emily. Yes, you wrote in the chat. Thank you for coming and feel better. I hope you feel better today and tomorrow. Don't be ill. We need you.
Thank you, Sana. Yes,
yeah.
I love to write, and I'm hoping that you'll further inspire me than you already have to maybe put myself out there in the way you have. Thank you.
I will try to inspire you too. Bagbuga, so interesting name. Hello. I will turn to you. If you sorry, I'm putting yes, I see. Good night for your daughter, Anya. Hello.
Hello, I'm a student at Alcade Academy, and I'm joining today because I am very curious about the topic because I have an unfinished book, and I was really hoping that I might draw some intuition or intuition, some ideas. How can I force myself to finish it? Because I can't make myself just sit and write it.
Oh, great. Katya, do you see how talented students are in the academy? And we know a lot of new things about our students today. Great. Thank you for coming, Anya. Sam, yes, I see your message. Welcome. And thank you for coming. Maki, hello. If you can't speak, please introduce yourself in the chat. Rachel, hello, I see a message, and thank you for coming. And Yumi, yes, hello, I saw your email, and thank you for coming too. And I hope I will inspire in some way all of you. And again, I
Turn
want
the phone off.
yeah, Nora. Okay. And again, I want to thank you, Katya, and Intuitive Life Coaching community, and welcome to our community in Facebook. I will share the link. And because we have a lot of interesting classes and different topics around life coaching and transformation. And again, if you want to know more about our academy, you can schedule a call with our team, and maybe you will host the next event, or who knows. So one more link and we will start. Again, in the chat, you will find free PDF option of this book. The Trace Your Life. It's more like workbook, and you can download it. If you want printed option, you can order it on Amazon. I put the minimum price for a few days. Participants can have it, but again, for free. It's PDF in the chat, so you can open it, and we will spend some time with exercise from this book. So let's start. I'm very excited. Yes, first of all, I'm nervous. I lost all my words, but again, sometimes for me it's easier to to write. That is why maybe I write. So I will share my screen and put some slides, and then we will go to practice. And maybe today you will go with topic of book. Who knows? 1 second. Yeah. Okay. Do you see the screen? Oh, and the me in the eye. 1 second. I'm everywhere. Okay. Yes. Today's topic: your story, your legacy, and why your book matters now more than ever. And we will speak about our legacy we can create. We will speak what book can do for your business, how you can attract new clients and deepen your coaching mission, or it can be like your calling card or signature. You can use your book as a gift, as a guide, as calling card, and some pictures from my story. It is my daughter when we started to work in beauty salons. She was 2 months old, and again I was speaking about my past, and that was how we lived. We were in Soviet Union, like very strange people, and 3 of these persons are already dead because of style of life. I the only survived, and most of my friends from my native city are already dead because alcohol and drugs, and not and about. It's about a war that is in is in my country. But again, then I was working on myself, and a few years ago I even participated in and took an award as how you call it, конкурсы красоты.
Beauty pigeon.
Yeah, I took the second place, and it was like for me it was this me with big like this head. Okay, I talked about my first book. It was about real estate, and these 3 books I wrote last year. I mean, not my poetry I didn't write last year, but I published it and translated into English. And again, why books matter now? Because now in this very quick world, and a lot of content and algorithms, how we can put our legacy, how we create our legacy, how we put our knowledge to something. I think books will, like theater, they will survive in this algorithm and ads. That is why books will live forever. I believe in this. And a real human story is important as never, because we know that AI can create everything for us, but again, not instead of us. Our personal stories are more important, and people feel this. If we just tell what a GPT wrote to us, it will not work. And if we will go from our heart, it will connect with people. And again, that is why I created Legacy Story Lab, where I help my clients to start writing books. It's not about marketing, not selling, but again, to create books, to create like topics, work on content, and help to connect it in different tools. So My clients already published some books, and I will share them with you. Okay, and wait, second exercise. Katya, it's a thing how to how to share a presentation and to speak. Oh, it's not easy. Okay, let's practice a little bit. I see that each of us have something to share with people, and let's start from something simple. Think about something you wrote before. What is important for you and what took your heart, a post, a letter, or text message, and ask yourself what was you trying to say and what was it for, and how did you feel while you were writing. Just you can close your eyes and just remember. Did I stop sharing, Kat? Yeah. Think about a topic close to you, and maybe if it was a post, or think about post that took most of amount, like impressions or comments. What was really you trying to say, and what was you speaking to, and what did you feel when you wrote? Yes, Mackie, because we have exercise, it's exercise to you. Just think about something you wrote, like maybe these last days. And if somebody wants to share this topic or this phrase or something you want to share with us, please welcome to share. And but if not, it's okay. But remember this: it is your voice, and if you think about this, you already exist, and this topic already exists. And it's important to think about what was first that put in your mind. So, do we have courage people here who want to share? Yes, Marita?
So in the last week, I was writing about my experience working with seniors. And when you asked about what were the feelings that were coming, it was like love, compassion, connecting with experience and their lives. I find they tell me so many their stories. They share their stories with me, and it's like a book, just putting together different stories that they're sharing, and how they feel now.
And it's so important because old people, they need so much attention, and they have so much to share.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and these.
Yeah, and what I feel is that they need to be like in Katya and the training to become a coaches. We need to see them validating. They want to be seen. They want to be heard. They want to be say, I hear you. I'm here for you, and connect.
And yes, this can be beginning of your book. Thank you for sharing, Marita.
Oh, you're welcome.
Yeah. Terry, my oldest son got married 3 weeks ago. Oh, congratulations. And I wrote him a letter speaking to him and with a heart full of love and longing. Oh, it's also can be like the start of the book about love for your kids, for your son, or something like. Yeah, thank you for sharing, Tara. Because again, my love to my daughter, I put in this book, and again, people who read it really enjoy it because it was wrote with love. Yeah. If anybody wants to share their stories, yes, Margarita.
Hi, Sana. So I'll share one. So I've got into this practice years ago of writing letters to my higher self. And so last month, I think Katya asked us to write affirmations, and I wrote a letter to myself, to my wise self. And I did read it for a week, as was suggested. And I just wanted to say that it's so funny how, you know, definitely when I write letters to others, right, whether it's a birthday card, there's that connection, right? There's those words of love to a family member, a friend. So it was, I suppose I felt joy that I was connecting to myself, that I was able to write that and connect to myself. And so when I, spent in the morning time just reading it, wow, every day was a different experience of connecting with myself. So that's the power of words. And I really relate to your story and the poetry. So I just commend you, and I can't wait to read your poetry book. That's next on my list to buy.
Your book is called Connections, yeah? Connections.
Yeah, connected.
Yeah,
I'll go here.
Yeah.
Yeah, connected. And that's exactly, and the title came to me. It's as an intuitive coaches, and I'm a student in Katya's program. Sanya, I came here to support you because of the writer. I understand the true calling of the words coming through us in a way. And I don't know if you've had that experience, but when I read Life on Mars, and I have to admit, I'm only halfway through, but your story and the way that you write, it's beautiful. And so I was taken to this emotional Mars. I loved it. So I can't wait to, don't spoil the ending for me, please.
No, I will not. I will keep.
So, but that's my connection. It's a letter to myself. Yeah. So I think that's a beautiful question.
And again, you already wrote the book with such name, but again, we're ready to read more. Thank you. Yes, Dawn.
I had an experience where I had stage 4 cancer when I was pregnant with my third child, and God healed me from having the cancer. And that child is 17 now, and I have been a speaker for churches and groups and for women and in the healthcare communities and medical groups and stuff. And people just keep asking me how I haven't written a book. And I guess I've just been so busy living the life and making up for the lost time during the time that I was sick that I just haven't gotten around to it. And now that my child is older, I'm like, okay, it's time to write that book, and just express my gratitude for all I've learned and all the people that I have been able to help with my experience.
Yeah, it's or Katya, how to translate when it's мурашки по телу?
Goosebumps?
Yeah, because when I hear such stories, you see, and you went through this, and you can share your courage, because many people are ready to die or stop, and are not ready to go forward. But when they see that somebody else did it, they will do it, even if it will be not like millions of people. But if somebody will read it, it's more than zero. So thank you for sharing, and it's a great topic. Yes, Vanessa.
I made a post. It was on social media on the 26th anniversary of my partner and I, and it was about how relationships are hard. Just they're hard, and I wanted my family and friends to see, to understand that what they often may see is not what actually is, in terms of how things are really going at certain times. And then it was, and I felt, I felt a sense of authenticity in that moment of being able to just share that. And I didn't share details, but just the mere fact that um, the challenges that are dealt with in relationships is a real thing. And it's not all that we typically post on social media, all of the great times that you're having, but not so much about some of those real times when things are really hard. So it helped me to, I guess, kind of uh, not feel the sense of need to pretend so much. So to be more open, more honest.
Great. And again, let's put these seeds in and grow some beautiful story from this. Because if you think about it, you can tell others about it too. Yeah. Oh. Thank you for sharing. And again, I feel I feel you're ready to the next exercise. We will go deeper in your topic. I will share my screen again. And yeah, we have next exercise. Yeah, think about the topic from the first exercise and write these 7 words: beginning, shake, choice, encounter, turning point, realization, and message. And when you will be writing them, think what 3 of them you will choose connected with your topic. I will put in the chat these words and spend a few minutes to write this book or write these words. And when you wrote these 7 words, choose 3 of them that connected with the topic. And when you will choose these 3 words, write like 1-2 sentences for each of these words. What comes in mind? Just like free writing. And if somebody is ready to share, I was waiting for courage people. Katya, then looks like a Max now. Rio looks great, different but great.
I'm part of the club now.
Yeah. We have some people from your club too. Hope Katya will not in this club. Not here. And please, if you could share like 1-2 words about what did you discover about your story today, and what memory surprised you? What memory surfaced that surprised you? What can you tell us about this?
I can share. I'm already off mute, so I might as well. So, the first story from my life that came to me is my spiritual journey, which is pretty recent, like the last 4 or 5 years. And I've never thought about it in this structure, so this was helpful for me just to reflect on that story. I guess a couple things that stand out. The shake for me was burnout at work, and then a breakup from a relationship. So both of those combined kind of cracked my world open. One thing that surprised me as I'm reflecting on this story is the encounter, which you wrote, a person who shifted your path. So it actually turned out to be my barber, who I started going to pretty much immediately after that breakup, that shake. And so doing this reflection is just helping me realize how important that person is to me. He's now a really good friend of mine and kind of a mentor. And in looking back on this story, there's many things that I did, but also that encounter that just kind of happened uh, by chance, or maybe it was designed for me that way. It was very, it's a very profound part of the story.
Thank you for sharing. And again, it can be skeleton of your book, your future book. Yeah, just
That's right.
it can start from one sentence, one thought, or one dream. So, is anybody? Do anybody wants to share your skeleton? What surprised you in memories, and what can you share with us? It's fine if not. I think I put some seeds. Don? Yeah.
I put at the beginning, I had been praying for a child for 8 years. I had children 8 and 10 years older, no, 10 and 12 years older than the third one. And so I'd been praying for this child for years, and then God blessed me with this beautiful baby, well, pregnancy. And I found out that I had stage 4 cancer. And when they told me I had cancer, they scheduled an abortion for me the following day, and then the first chemo the second day. And I had to physically fight my way out of the doctor's office and get their hands off me because they were trying to physically withhold me. And I was like, nobody has got permission to take the child. That God has answered my prayers, and nobody has the right to take that child except God. And so it made me all riled up and ready to fight for her. And that was my shake. And then the choice was that I had the choice to choose my future and whether I was going to have an abortion or not, and not have the medical doctors, inflict their will on me. And then, the encounter was I had to face my cancer and all those decisions head on. And the turning point was when I just surrendered to whatever God's plan was my life for, because at that time, they basically filled out my toe tag and said, I've only got a few months to live. And so, facing that future, was not, if I had listened to the doctors, it would have been much different. And the realization I had was that God is in control, not man. And my message is that faith is a verb, it's a doing word. And faith means you have to step out and do what it is that you believe you need to do. So that's going to be my story.
Yeah, it's great, and it's again, it's you already have a topic and your skeleton. You have what from you can start. So let's do it. And do anybody else who I can share? Oh, Kimberly, yeah.
Yeah. So I went with this one because I just actually got sparked. I had to like take all the notes down because I have to finish this first book, but I got sparked for another book. But the beginning of a string of failed relationships, being ghosted, gaslit, breadcrumbed, being, just let go in gently, I guess you could say, without closure. And the pain that I was feeling from that happening over and over and over kind of shook me up. And so I made a choice to write down what I value in a relationship and in a partner, and also what I give back in value. So it helped me determine what I will and will not accept. And the encounter was running into an ex who ended up being a mirror, and we ended up getting very, very close in a relationship. And it was a mirror for the exact same things that I made the choice to accept and not accept. And I think the realization is that I released a lot of old pain and I reclaimed my power. And I feel like my story is shared by a lot of people who just suffer in silence and keep getting into the same patterns of hitting people that will do the same things to them over and over and over without reclaiming their power and standing on business for what they will or will not create. So I think the words that I picked was beginning, choice, and realization and message are kind of together.
Thank you. And again, you just started your new book, I think. So thank you for sharing, all of you. And I think you will have something what to think about this evening, and not only. And I want to speak about a little bit about Legacy Store Lab I created to help authors to create books, to write books, and to publish them. And I will tell what books already my clients wrote and what we're working on, and maybe how can I help you to your story to be born. As I told, you can write novel, you can write poems, you can write business books, and again, like I told you, you can take your PDF for free copy in the chat and work on your topic. And again, such books you can create for your business, and it can be your guide, your like gift for your new clients, your calling card. When you go networking, you can like give potential clients these books, and they will speak about you without you, but with words you put inside. So my first client here in California was a small girl. I was working in a house, and she was she was fond of telling stories, and I helped to create her book. She just was talking, and she wrote it in the iPad, and I took her pictures and like created in style like cartoon pictures of her family, and such this Michaela Stories Dreams was born. It's about like Vanessa you told. It's like for family. They just printed few books and gave their grandmothers, and that's all. But the kid was proud that of herself, because she at 8 years old she became an author. That is why it was my first like small client, but again she was very happy to have this book. Other client, it's in French, so I just will speak about this book. I have a client. She's a photographer. She lives in after war started. She lives in France, and I know her from Ukraine. She make photo shoots for me, and she has a friend. He's in prison. He's he write poems, and he fight for him because again the law is not working good in Ukraine. That is why she created this book to put like to lawyers. She put his poetries, her pictures, and his story, and sent this book to like administrations of different countries, like who works like for human rights. So it's like created this energy to help. Maybe he will go out of prison earlier because he was not like guilty. But our system was working like that. That is why some people create a book to help other people. Yes, this book, you know, many of you, it's I helped Kata. She created this intuitive life coaching method, and I created this small guide, and we're working on a big book about her method. And again, you can make these small books, bigger books, describing your business, what are you doing, to put the links there, and it will help your business. Again, this our graduates knows this intuitive coach's journey. It's like a journal, and again, you can create journals to your topics and about what you're working on, how you can help people, and you can think about what you can put there. This is my other book about inspiration. Where inspiration hides, as I work as a little bit as a creative mind coach, and I work people with clients, help them to find their inspiration. If they lost it, I mostly work with creative people who works on like music, books, and if they like stuck inside or don't know where to go, I have sessions with them. I use like different tools for this, and this is like also a workbook for where to look inspiration. And again, you will have the links for my books in this PDF file. And again, you can create bigger books, workbooks for your project, for your work classes. And again, for now, it's very simple and easy to publish it on Amazon. You shouldn't print a lot of copies as I did with my first book. And you just need to create it, know the tools. And this, what I help with how I work with my clients. I will share if you want to learn more. You can watch my website, and if you will have any questions, you can ask me now, but you can also write me email. Yeah, that is why it's shortly what I'm working on. Even I was experimenting with coloring books. I have few, and it was like my experiments. I was trying to find the niche where I can make money. But again, to inspire people and to work with people, it's the most inspirational thing I have. So I stopped experimenting and just working on books that can help people to create something. Because I believe that if people will be create more, they will not like fight and make wars. If we will create something, we will not like crush it. So what questions do you have about your books? Maybe before I want to send you some questions to yourself in the chat. Maybe after these questions, you will have some questions to me. 1 second. Yeah. Oh, it's not like, ask yourself questions. The topic or theme of your future book, do you know it? And what's the fear? What if you are not a writer? What stops you of writing book? Or don't know, or if you don't know the technical aspect, tools, if these this stopping you, or you don't know where to begin, all these questions you can ask, or something else. Okay. If you don't have questions to me, again, I want to say big thank you for Katya and for a community she created, and this idea with membership and elevate members that host events. It was a great idea to start. Thank you for support our beginnings. So maybe you will tell Katya some words about our membership and academy. Jen, yeah, you have.
Margarita is asking if you could read one of your poems to us.
That would be nice.
I can send you. You see.
No. Read the poem. Read the poem.
You see, for 30 years I didn't share it with anybody, and now I don't know. I don't know. Okay. They're very sad. Be prepared. Okay. I wrote them in Russian, so if in English maybe it could be heard, not sounds good. Sorry. Okay. One poem. The topic: life is a short affair. There is not enough of it for both love and art. Is it worth being a wild maiden when the world around is peaceful and grey, when the air is not fresh but hazy and grey, when the house where I live is dirty and grey? Is it worth being a wild maiden? Is it worth being a calm maiden when the world around could be endlessly gay, when the sun could be endlessly bright, when love could be endlessly pure? Is it worth being a calm maiden? It's like short. I don't know how it sounds in English, but thank you. Yeah, this was my thoughts, and it was my great therapy that helped me to go through different sufferings, because we didn't have practice to have a coach or therapist in Soviet Union and in Ukraine. So that is why I had pen and journal and my thoughts and poetry. Thank you for asking to read. Yeah, it's my first English reading.
Very good.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. If yeah, Jen, you want to ask something?
Yeah, I was reading the questions that you had in the how do I begin? Lost but that's the one that where to begin. How do I begin to write it? Then if you have an idea, you set off aside a time for it, or I mean, how do we begin writing story?
What? I didn't.
How do we begin writing the story? Where do I begin? That was your or simply where to begin. I'm asking.
I will send you again the workbook, the exercises in this workbook, and you will read and practice. And I think in the end, you again can share with me what your ideas and thoughts. There are some tools in this book that will help, like to start thinking and to create your topic. Yeah, and this you can explore other books. Maybe you're inspired by other books. What? Jen, did you see the link, Emily? Yeah, this is the book. You can download it and or order on Amazon printed version and just write there. Okay. Thank you so much today for coming, for supporting me, and as usually. Oh, thank you, Jim. I'm just shy because again I didn't write it in Russian, and in English it was my like premiere. Thank you, and let's go around and maybe tell one word and takeaways from today's class. Vanessa. Yeah, we'll record this session. I will send it to you, Sam. Thank you, Rachel. Let's go around and Vanessa, what is your word and what is takeaway from today's class? You're muted.
Inspired.
Thank you, Vanessa. Jen.
Sounds weird, but I think the word eventualities is that's eventually where I think I want to go. But I can see how I could get there now. Thank you.
Thank you for participating. Michael?
My word is voice, and my takeaway is sharing myself with the world.
Yeah, it's time. Thank you, Michael. Jim?
Inspired and encouraged. This was very thought-provoking. I'm going to take a lot away with it. Thanks.
Thank you, Jim. I'm always happy to see you on classes. Today is special. Thank you. Tara.
My word is also inspiring. Inspired to always keep dreaming and work for your dreams so that they can come true.
Yes, Tara. Thank you. Marita?
My word is creativity, and thank you so much for sharing your story.
Yeah, thank you for listening. Maybe not enough words when I nervous, but I was trying my best. Thank you, Marita. Then you wrote in the chat.
Yeah, my word is impressed. I really appreciate you sharing parts of yourself with us, Sana, and also just encouraging and inspiring us to start reflecting and sharing in this meeting. So thank you again.
And thank you again, Intuitive Life Coaching Academy, for this safe space. Without this space, I would maybe never do it. So thank you, Dan, for coming and supporting. Dawn?
My word is ready. You've helped me to realize that the story is already here. I already know it. I've lived it. I know it inside and out. I've been a speaker on it in stages. I just need to take the time and do it. I'm ready.
Oh, great. And I know that this class was not like, it was useful for one person.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Don, for coming and for sharing. Kimberly.
Grateful.
Now you will show the second book. Because you run
No,
away.
yeah, no, I have way too many
Right.
books that have been waiting on the shelf too long, and that's my takeaway is, yeah, I'm just grateful to
Okay.
have this as a resource, and you did a great job, so thank you.
Thank you. I try my best. Thank you, Kimberly, for coming. Margarita.
My word is inspiration.
Ah, you got, yeah, you got it.
Need to dig into this one. Thank
Yeah.
you so much.
Thank you, Margarita. Tatiana.
Yes, mine is also inspiration with like I'm inspired to move forward with my topics. Thank you.
Great. And again, you have what to think about it this evening and next evening too. Thank you for coming. Emily.
My word tonight is courage. I think it takes a lot to be as vulnerable as you have been with sharing your story and presenting with us here tonight. And I just really appreciate the inspiration I think you've given to myself and others to understand that putting your story off and not sharing could be starving, like you said, even just one person from being affected by it. And I think that's really important. Even just one person touched by your story is relevant and important. And I just really appreciate you doing this tonight. Thank you, Sana.
Thank you, Emily. And again, I call this like mental intoxication when you keep it inside and don't share. It's like dying in you, and you die with, with inside you. That is why you need like to open it and to share in good way, in creative way. So thank you, Emily. Anya.
My word is inspired and inspiration and everything related to inspiration. I have a plan now that I'm going to write 10 pages a day.
Wow.
Until I finish it, or at least for the end of July.
Great, great. It's a plan, and you're ready until your graduation. And you will have, if you have questions, please text me.
Yeah. Thank you so much, and I appreciate everyone who shared your stories because I write a lot about death and sad stuff, and there's more to life than just waiting to die. So
yes, and because we know these feelings, we know how to live, and we love life more than ever.
yeah. So thank you so much for bringing us all together, Sana.
Thank you for coming and for sharing. Sam, thank you for participating and your comments. And yeah, so you will have a replay. Mackie, thank you. Your word is encouraged. Thank you for participating. Rachel, yeah, I see. Thank you for participating too and coming. Yumi, what is your word?
Hi, yeah, it was great. I think we all have these stories by ourselves already, so you just try to, you just need to write it out. That's it. That was nice and simple, and then that was great. Thank you.
Thank you for coming. Katya, what is your word?
My word is passion and purpose, and we want to inspire you to bring that forward and make it passion, purpose, and profit. And on the example of Oksana, to bring it with courage and audacity. And you can see there are so many people who have so much to share, so much to give, so much to inspire. and they just sit behind the closed doors because this is scary, because it's something outside their comfort zone. And we want to, like, and Oksana, I think, is a good example of, like, you know, while you're sitting and waiting for perfection, nothing is happening. Your life continues to be what it is, right? So, and Oksana's example, that, like, I'm sure she was very nervous, and definitely this is like one of her first presentations in United States and everything, and she did a great job. And why can't you? Like, what are you waiting for? What is holding you back? You know, it's important to not only, like, get inspired for 5 minutes, but actually take action and continue taking action, and continue following your passion, continue following your gift. So thank you so much, Oksana, for a great example and great presentation of courage and passion and purpose. So let's make it profitable as well.
Yeah, passion is my profession, as we say.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Katya, again. And my word is grateful, because, again, it's important to have space. You can feel free, and this space for me is Intuitive Life Coaching Academy. And thank you, everybody, for coming and supporting there. And again, remember that books are only not for, like, for fun, but it can be like your calling card in your profession. And you can use the parts of book and post, and you will have always what to post if you will put your thoughts in one place. Yeah, so I'm waiting for your books, and if you have questions, you know where to find me, and I'm always glad to see you all. Yeah, thank
And
you.
if you guys need more support, like, schedule a session with Oksana. Maybe she can be your coach in helping you to create your calling card. Or if you need more, if you need the community and support, we have a great program for like-minded people who want to do something with their gifts. And you know, we have links. You can follow that link and join us. We are growing, and it's a great community with training, with support, with coaching, and we're just starting. So it's going to be big. It's great to join us now while it's still very, very affordable. It's no-brainer to join us now, because we just launched. Because it will be changing. And yeah, so schedule a session with Oksana, keep coming to our classes, and maybe one of those classes will be led by you. Like Dan did a great, I think he left, right? He did an amazing job. He's here. See, I can't recognize to get used to your new beauty. Yeah, so Dan just did an amazing job recently, and he's also wants to invite you all, right, to his event. Then
That's right, July 24th.
Share it in the chat.
Yeah, you can share, yeah.
Yeah.
And I shared already a link for Facebook community of Intuitive Life Coaching community. It's for everybody who wants to transform their lives. And my website, you can read about what I'm doing with my clients and my books, and free clarity call with LK team if you want to know more about Academy. And for sure, membership page, it's what we spoke about. As a member of membership, LK Elevate, you can host your event in our space to great people. So be ready.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you for your support. It means a lot to Oksana, I'm sure, and to all of us. So, and we will see you later, alligators.
Yeah. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sam.
Great job, Oksana. Thank you.
Thank you.